Ah! Here we have a squat. With this exercise, you're going to keep your belly really tight the entire time. We're going to start facing this direction. Feet are shoulder width apart with your toes pointing just a little bit out from the midline. With this, belly stays tight. We're going to bring our hips back and down. Most of the weight is going to be distributed throughout your feet, a little bit more to the back of your heels, towards your heels. Arms are like this, and we're going to bring our hips back and down, bending at the knees. Hips back and down, pushing up through the heels, squeeze the butt, belly stays tight. Down and up. Make sure the core stays tight, bring your hips back and down, press through your heels all the way up. For a full squat, we want to go until our thighs are parallel to the ground. Press back up, squeeze your butt, press through your heels. This is what it looks like from this side. Feet shoulder width apart, belly stays tight, arms are crossed, all the way down. Squeeze the butt, keep the belly tight. Make sure that your knees don't cave in, okay? We want to keep your knees out, pressing up through the butt, and pressing up through the heels. This is a squat. This is a half squat. With this exercise, your belly stays really tight. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, toes pointing just slightly outwards. And we're going to bring our hips back and down as we lower ourselves down to the ground. Most of the weight is going to be on the back of your foot, distributed throughout your whole foot, but most of the weight is going to be in the back of your foot. Okay? So this is a half squat. Squeeze your butt on the way back up, press down through your foot. Down, up. Keep your belly tight the whole time. Shoulder width apart, belly stays tight. Back, make sure your knees don't cave in. Okay, we want to stay nice and upright. Good. These are half squats. Here we have lunges. With this exercise, core stays strong. We're going to start on two legs. One leg comes lunging forward. You're going to allow the back knee down towards the ground. You can just barely tap the ground, press up through the front heel, and bring yourself back. You can either do all of them on one side and then switch to the other, or you can alternate. Belly stays tight and spine stays straight. Pushing up through the front heel, bring yourself back. To alternate, tap down to the ground, right back up. If you want to stay an inch or two above the ground, that's good too. This is what it looks like from this angle. Belly stays tight, starting on 2 feet pointing forward, big step out, tap that back knee to the ground, right back up. You want to make sure that when you do this, the front knee doesn't cave in. Keep it nice and sturdy out here. All the way down and back up. These are half squats. Here we have lunges. For this exercise, keep your belly really tight. And we're going to stand, both feet pointing forward. Take one large lunge out. These are lunges. You're going to start with your feet right underneath your body. Belly stays tight the whole time. One big lunge out. You're going to take the back leg and bring it down towards the ground. You can just barely tap the ground or stay an inch or two above and bring yourself back up. When you're bringing yourself back up, push yourself through your heel. With this exercise, you can either do all of the repetitions on one side and then the other side, or you can alternate every other. Okay, so again, down, tap the ground, push up through your front heel, back up. This is what it looks like from this side. Going to lunge forward, keep your knees straight, don't let it cave in. Push up through the front heel. Spine stays straight and belly stays tight the whole time. These are lunges. These are half lunges. So we're going to start. Feet right underneath the body, belly stays tight. You're going to take a big step out, come about halfway down, lunging forward, bringing the back knee towards the ground, and then push up through your front heel, back to a standing position. Same thing on the other side. You could either do all of your repetitions on one side and then the other, or you can alternate every other repetition. So other side, nice big lunge. Bring the back knee down towards the ground, stop at about halfway, push through your heel back up. The whole time, your belly stays tight and your spine stays straight. Okay, from this angle, we're going to keep the knee straight, come halfway down, push up through the front heel back. These are half lunges. Here we have reverse lunges. With this exercise, we're going to stand upright, belly stays tight, and we're going to take a large step backwards. Bring now the back knee down towards the ground. Most of the weight is on the front foot. Press yourself back up, stand back up. As we are doing this, most of the weight is going to be on the front foot, and you're pressing through the front heel. So, other side, pressing down, push up through your front heel. Same thing, bring your knee down, just barely tap the ground or keep it an inch or two above, and push up through your front leg, squeeze your butt as you come up. Belly stays tight, squeezing your butt. This is what it looks like from this side. We are standing, taking a large step back. Back knee comes down towards the ground, front knee stays straight. Push up through the front heel, keep your belly tight, squeeze your butt. Other side, back knee hits the ground, back up, squeeze your butt, keep your belly tight. These are reverse lunges. These are half reverse lunges, or reverse half lunges. Starting, belly stays strong. Starting with the feet right underneath you, we're going to take a large step back with one leg. Bring the back leg halfway down to the ground. Most of the weight should be on the front heel, the front foot, specifically the heel, and then bring yourself back up to a standing position by squeezing your butt and keeping your belly tight. Same thing, other side. Most of the weight is on my front heel. Push up and stand up straight. You want to come halfway down to the ground, push up through the front heel, stand up straight. Keep your belly tight the whole time. This is what it looks like from this side. One step back, come halfway down. Front leg stays straight, belly tight, spine nice and upright. Push up through the front heel, squeeze your butt. Other side. Up. Going only halfway down. These are reverse half lunges. Here we have jumping jacks. With this exercise, we're going to keep our belly tight the whole time and our heels will never touch the ground. We're going to start in a pencil position. We're going to jump open and closed. Open and closed. Open and closed. Once you get good at this, you can start to build up a rhythm where you go out and in without a pause. So it would look like this. The whole time, keep your belly tight, spine straight, and your heels off of the ground. This is what it looks like from the side. There's no movement of the spine this way or that way. These are jumping jacks. Here we have high knees. With this exercise, your belly stays really tight and your spine stays straight. With this exercise, you're going to lift one knee all the way up to your chest and place it back down gently. Other side, all the way up, back down gently. All the way up, back down gently. There's going to be no movement in the spine with this exercise. So we're going to go up, back down gently. Up, back down gently. Try to bring your knee as close up to your chest as you can without moving your spine either backwards or forwards. These are high knees. These are high knees with arms raised. For this exercise, you're going to keep your belly tight and spine straight the whole time. Feet are directly underneath you, and you're going to raise your arms up to the sky or the ceiling. Okay, as straight as you can allow. Keeping your belly tight, we're going to lift one knee all the way up, place it back down gently. All the way up, place it back down gently. Notice there's no movement within my spine as I'm doing this. I'm trying to keep everything as stationary as possible. All the way up, all the way down. This is what it looks like from the side. There should be no movement within the spine. Arms up, belly tight, all the way up. Placing your foot down gently each time. These are high knees with arms raised. Here we have plyo high knees. For this exercise, it's very important to stay tight in your belly. What we're going to be doing is, starting with one leg up, we're going to jump and alternate legs. Here we have lateral squats. With this exercise, belly stays very tight. And what we're going to do is have both feet pointing forward underneath your body. We're going to take a big lunge out to the side. Toe still pointing forward. Your hips will then translate backwards, bending at the knee. Keep your belly tight. We squat down like this and bring yourself back up. Again, nice big lunge to the side. Let the knee bend, bring your hips back, and press yourself back up. From the side, this is what it looks like. Notice how the hips go backwards and the spine stays straight, albeit tucked forward. And pressing back up through the outside of the foot. As we do this, make sure to keep both feet pointing forward the whole time, even as we're out in this position, and make sure that your belly stays tight the whole time. These are lateral half squats. We're going to start with both feet right underneath us, belly staying tight. We're going to take a big lunge out to the side. Both feet continuing to point forward. We then bring our hips back and down with most of our weight on the right, on the one leg. Halfway down, press yourself back up into a standing position. Again, nice wide lunge out to the side, foot pointing forward, belly stays tight. Let yourself halfway down, back up. As we do this, make sure that your hips move backwards just like in a regular squat. Out to the side, bring your hips back, push yourself back up. These are half squats. Keep your belly tight, back straight. It's okay if it tilts forward a little bit. Okay? These are lateral half squats. These are front to back jumping jacks. We're going to start with 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Our belly stays really tight. We're going to have opposite arm and opposite leg forward. So I have my right leg forward and my right arm forward, bent at the elbow. And then we are going to jump and switch both arms and legs. And switch. You're going to stay on the balls of your feet on both feet while we do this, and your belly stays tight. This is what it looks like from the side. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, arm up, arm back, opposite pattern. Okay, and we're going to jump and switch. Jump, switch, jump, switch. The whole time, keeping your belly tight while we do this. Use your knees, use your legs as springs. There should be no jolting. Your heels should never hit the ground. These are front to back jumping jacks. Here we have shoulder squeezes. Now you can do this exercise standing or sitting. Standing might be better for a workout scenario. Sitting might be better for while you're at work. These are shoulder squeezes. Take your shoulder blades and pinch them backwards as if you're holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. Pinch your shoulder blades backwards, hold for the count of 3, and release. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, hold for the count of 3, and release. You want to make sure that your neck doesn't do anything, doesn't have any movement while we're doing this. We want to keep the spine nice and straight and that we're not extending back and we're not going forward. We also don't want our shoulders to raise as we do this exercise. So shoulders go back and squeeze together, not up. We're squeezing back. Hold for the count of 3 and release. These are shoulder squeezes. we have lightweight shoulder exercises. This is a series of 3 exercises that we do back to back to back. The first one is squeezing your shoulder blades together. All of the exercises are going to have your shoulder blades squeezed together. So shoulder blades squeezed together. You're going to raise your arms forward and out as if you were going to give somebody a hug with your thumbs up and back down. Up and back down. Up to shoulder height and back down. The whole time keeping your shoulder blades squeezed together. Immediately following that, we're going to bring our arms to our sides and we are going to raise our arms out and make a T, keeping your belly tight and shoulder blades pinched back out to the sides. Right with this pace. As soon as you're done with that, we go to our next position and final position with your belly staying tight and shoulder blades squeezed back. Arms are up. You're going to raise your arms up to the sky, back down. Up to the sky, back down. The whole time your shoulder blades stay squeezed back. This is what it looks like from the back. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Thumbs are up, giving a hug. Down. After that, we're going to have our arms come out to the sides in a T position. And then we are going to have our arms back like this, shoulder blades back, going all the way up to the sky. The whole time, keep your shoulder blades pinched back. These are shoulder squeezes. These are lightweight shoulder exercises.